Good morning. How are we? It's another adventure, and today you may recognise this. So we are doing Hadrian's Wall with Adam T Outdoors.
Hi, morning.
It is currently 5:15. We're feeling rather tired, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We've only got a few miles to go before we can set up the tarp and have a rest. But what I'm going to do, bring you back in a bit, and I'll explain a bit more as we go along. Catch you in a bit. Right, I don't know whether you've seen me on the last one, lads and lassies, because well, it was 5:15 and I think it was still a little bit dark. It's now 6:30. Obviously we've got a bit more light, and we're doing, me and Mr. Adam
Good morning.
T Outdoors. We're on the Hadrian's Wall path. We're well, I'm doing it for charity, doing it for Motor Neurons. Bear with me one moment. What's going on here, Ad? There's a
roadblock.
There's a roadblock.
Might have to.
Do you know what? I think that is for the cows that have just come out this field.
Sounds good to me.
So we got to, what farm was it?
Through glassing.
I reckon that was the farm.
Yep.
So by Walker House, just past Glasson, came through a farm, and the farmer was trying to get all of his cows. We just try not to fall down the ditch. Oh yeah, he's getting his cows. I'm guessing he was going to milk them. So yeah, we're just following this tarmac track on our way to where, mate?
Yeah. I don't know.
Somewhere.
Talking unawares, didn't you?
Is it Denby?
Drumburg.
Oh, Drumburg. Well, I don't know where Denby's coming from. Drumburg. That's what we're looking for next. We're probably about 10 minutes away from there. So, not really a lot interesting at the moment, so I'll have to bring you back in a bit. So, we're doing okay, you know, we're doing alright. We're keeping up a good pace. Got, as I said, I'm doing this for charity, so we are kind of pushing the boundaries a little. I'm not going to go into too much right now. I'm not going to tell you exactly what the plan is, but we plan to do this wall in a rather short time. There's no running involved because I can't. I can waddle, I can't run, so I like walking. But something has just come into my head, and I was just talking with Adam. Now, back in the day, when they were digging out the vallums and building the wall, obviously they got the local slaves to do that, wouldn't they? Do you think at any point one of them slaves would have turned round to Hadrian and said, "Listen, whoa, Hadrian, whoa, put your whip away, mate. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know." Do you reckon that happened? Do you think Hadrian would have said, "You know what, you're right, mate. You're right. Let's think of the quality. Let's take our time and do it properly." Hey? Or do you reckon he would have shot him with a bow and arrow? Or chopped his head off? I don't know. Probably the latter. Oh, let's not get run over. So, where are we at? We're
Lungborough Farm, thinks this here.
Lungborough Farm, right? The time sponsored by Adam's Watch is
7:47.
7:47. So we've been going nearly 2.5 hours. How far we gone, Ad?
7.6 miles.
Doing all right. Doing okay. So the first, I'm going to let you into a secret. The first goal, the first milestone on this walk is Carlisle. So we want to be in Carlisle for around 10, I'm going to say. If we can get there earlier, happy days. It'd be nice if we could do that. Breakfast by the golf course, 42 miles in, we're halfway there. So happy days. Happy days. Morning. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. I'll catch you in a bit. How we doing? That there is a statue of Edward the First, who apparently died in this spot here, right on this spot, which is some Berg by the Sands.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was on the 3rd of July. No, that's when the statue was made. He died on the 7th of July, 1307, and we've just stopped here at the Greyhound pub, which is closed, but it is only 8 o'clock in the morning. We're 8 miles in, doing some good time. Just had to stop and do a bit of creamage so we don't get no chafage. So we're doing all right. I'm happy, man. We're over halfway to the first goal, which is Carlisle, 14 miles. So happy days. See you in a bit. When you're yeah, this walk's really quite boring. So when you're walking from Bowness to Dunbar, you can see a bit of the vallum that's been dug out, and there's a disused railway line, but apart from that, it's boring, man. It's roads. There's a little diversion coming through. Oh, what's it? I'm bloody rubbish with these names. Beaumont. You come through Beaumont or Beaumont. If you're doing it the way we're doing it from Bowness to Newcastle, there's a diversion, only a small one, not major. Something about a landslide, so that's worth bearing in mind. Today is the 16th of August 2020, so you'll have to bear that in mind when you do it. I will add that into my write-up. I'll do a write-up for the UK hiking website. So, right, I'm going to go because it's slightly undulating with steps and stuff, this bit is, and I don't want to fall in the river, as much as I'm sure you'd love to see it. So, right, catch you in a bit, man. Back again, we're in Carlisle, 14.5 miles in, and we've come to this. So that there is where we started. We've gone through Drumberg, Berg on Sands. This is where we are now. There's a bit to go. Bird Oswald. Corvaron. Great Chesters. Hosteds. Caraburg. Chesters. Holton Chesters. Rudchester. Benwell. Newcastle. Wallsend. That one's South Shields, we're not going that way. What we're going to do now is go down that way and crack on to Blueton Farm. That's the next goal. Not far to go now. 6 miles, 5 or 6 miles, something like that. So we're going to get a crack on and do it. See you in a bit when we're there. We're doing alright. We're over 18 miles in and I'm just so tired. I'm nearly as tired as that lot. So we're approaching the 20-mile mark. We're not far off Blueton Farm, which is really, really good. This is 12:15. Big psychological barrier there, mate. We've done that, which is great. We've bumped into a few other walkers on the trail and feeling lots of love. You know, we've explained what we're doing and why we're doing it and how long it's going to take us, and we're feeling nothing but love. The hiking community is very good, gotta say it. So on that note, I'm going to bring you back when we're at Blueton having a brew. See you in a bit. How we doing? We've just done 21 miles. We were over 21 miles. We stopped and had a brew. Yeah, 1 o'clock, 1300 hours. So we've done decent time. The balls on my feet are starting to hurt a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But who dares Rodney? How we doing? Look at me with a bin liner on my... It's rained a touch. So I've got the poncho on and now it's stopped raining, which is standard really, isn't it? Let's face it. We're on 27...
Nearly 28 miles.
Nearly 28 mile.
4
And it's 3:45, you say?
Yeah.
4:45. Whose idea was this?
Ian.
Whose idea was it to walk this far in one day? God. Don't get me wrong, I feel great from the knees up. There's my feet, I can't feel. I think they've gone. I think I left them at Blueton Farm. Oh, we've got a style. Oh. Okay. Cheers, mate. Oh. But we've still got no wall. 28 mile and no wall. She's bang out of order. I'm gonna write a complaint. Hadrian and them Romans need to get their act together. Right, I might come back in a minute because we found it, but we'll see. 29 miles of trudging a fat body to see half a pack of bricks is just something wrong, isn't that? You know what I mean? I can't feel anything below my ankles no more. It's all gone. I feel great from the knees up. But yeah, 29 miles, 3 miles from Bird Oswald now. So it's a long day, as you've noticed. We're not done at Bird Oswald. We've got to go a bit further than that. But I'm not going to let you know yet. You've got to keep watching the video and keep listening to my dulcet tones and looking at this ugly mug. So, unfortunate, but oh well. Can you believe it? That is the wall. We are over 29 miles into the walk, and that is the first piece of wall. To say I'm not impressed is an understatement. How we doing? I get the feeling you're better than me. This has been brutal, but whether you can see that. Bird Oswald. We have made Bird Oswald for 6 o'clock from Bowness. 12.5 hours of slog. How many miles? 32.5?
Yeah.
32.5 miles. And we don't stop here either. We've just got to crack on. Because we're going that way. Down there, we're heading for Windshield Crags, giving us a day of 42 miles. Why did I agree to this? I agreed because it's for this fighting motor neurone disease, trying to raise some cash to help those that need it now. So I will put a link in the description. If you can share a pound, that would be brilliant. It'd be amazing. Just a pound. I know times are hard, you know, I'm out of work myself, so I know what it's all about, but it's all about giving, innit? Doing what we can. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to crack on because I want to get to Windshield campsite, get set up and go to bed. Give my feet a rest. That's squealing at me. It's vile. It's horrible. Anyway, enough of me waffling. See you in a bit. You've got a lot to answer for, Lieutenant.
Come on, Alden, up you get.
"35 miles in.
And I'm still going.
I've lost that much weight. The trousers are falling off. day 2 of Hadrian's Wall. Wow, yesterday. Towards the end we didn't really do any filming because it was a slog, it was painful, it was hard. I've got blisters, under blisters, under blisters. But no one said this was going to be fun, did they? So, if you haven't gathered from part 1, myself and Mr. Tennant there are doing Hadrian's Wall in 2 days because we're on drugs, or should be anyway. Section, I don't know, you make your minds up. We are doing it for charity, we're doing it for the Motor Neurons Disease Association. Terrible disease that there is no cure for, so it's all about the care before that moment comes. So we're doing what we can to raise some money and just try and give people a better quality. So yeah, last night 42 miles done. My legs are gone, my feet are gone. We've just left Windshields, which is that campsite there, those buildings. We're heading up to Windshields Crags, and then we've got 20 miles of up and downs. Just joys, loving it, absolutely loving it. Oh. But then once we get past Cholerford, it should be fairly flat. So, happy days. Right, so I'll bring you back when there's anything exciting happening. Like Sycamore Gap, that's coming up. So, catch you in a bit. We've done about 1.5 miles. I'm not excited, but look at that. That is going up to Steel Rig. So we're going to go up there, up to the top, and then we've got Sycamore Gap. I'm going to bring you back there. I just wanted to show you that. That's going to finish us off probably. Anyway, see you in a bit.
Talk, go on.
How we doing? Check us out actually on the wall. Tell you what though, on the waist down I'm broken. On the waist up we're great. Spirits are good. We're just cracking on with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update you when we get to Cholerford, because it's up and down until we get to there. So catch you in a bit. How we doing? It's hard work, I ain't gonna lie. It's took us a long time just to walk into Cholerford from Windshields. Broken from yesterday, doing those 42. But we've only got 15 miles to get to Heading on the Wall, and then that only leaves 16 miles to Wall's End. So it don't seem that bad when you look at it like that. I'm trying to paint it with a positive paint, but my feet ain't having it, I'm telling you. My feet are saying no, no more. It's hard work. It's a mental battle. Just trying to walk through the pain. But when we achieve it, it will be an achievement, and it'll be something I am never doing again. That tenant bloke can go jog on, putting ideas like this in my head.
I'll make him do it in one day next.
If he wants to do it in one day, I'll be right behind him in the car, carrying his bag. That's fine. So we left windshields at 6 this morning. We had all the cracks to go over. It was really up and down. When we got to Sycamore Gap, it was just pelting down. It was rubbish. So we've just, I wouldn't say cracked on, we've just plodded on. That's all we can do. Unable to get a good pace on because of blisters and whatever. So we'll get there when we get there. Just want to get to the Tyne. Once we get to the Tyne and we're on the side, you know you're nearly there, you know what I mean? It spurs you on, doesn't it? So anyway, if anything exciting happens, I'll bring you back. Because up to now, but since when we left the crags, it's been absolutely rubbish. Just walking along the side of a road. So right, see you in a bit. Well, it's all got a bit exciting. It's the Tyne. I'm going to bring you back in a second, hold on. I can hardly walk. I'm done. It's absolutely murder. This has been it for the last however many hours. It's not been enjoyable, but now we're spurred on by the fact we're at the Tyne. So I think we've got about 8 miles to go. I think, I don't know, I don't really care anymore. I just want to get there. I want to get there and get done. Never again am I doing a trail like this in a short time frame like this. Anyway, I'm going to carry on hobbling and I'm going to bring you back at the end. We've done it. 86 mile in 2 days, and we are at Wall's End. That'll give you an idea of how much it's hurt. Neither of us can walk, we can hobble, and that's as good as it gets. If you've got a spare £1 and you want to donate to MNDI, that would be muchly appreciated. This is why we've done it. This is why we broke ourselves in 2 days, to try and raise a bit of cash for them. I know times are hard for everybody, but what can we do? What we can do is we can do our bit. I've done mine. I've broke my feet and legs for £1 of your money. Not a lot to ask for. Right, Richard Linus is signing off. I'm going for a beer and bed. Bye. enjoyable. But